can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you have to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. And so if you'd like to listen in a still position, just feel free to take all the time that you need to arrive there and allow yourself to fidget, adjust, stretch, or move in whatever ways your body wants to move. Doing your best to not think about the movements or worry about what anything looks like. Just coming fully into your sense of feeling and following those yummy sensations that you might feel when you roll out the shoulders or the neck or the spine. You're just becoming curious about what your range of motion is like today. Not holding yourself to any harsh expectations of how you wish you were feeling or how you would prefer to feel or how you expect to feel, but approaching yourself and your body and your mind from a curious perspective today and just wondering how you are feeling, how you already are doing. Remembering that this practice or any healing practice is not about not feeling certain things and only feeling good things. It's not about erasing all negativity and pain and only focusing on love and light. But these practices are about showing up for yourself exactly as you already are. Showing up in the world as you are. In this moment as you are. Which will always be a unique combination of things that we call good and things that we call bad. And so just allowing yourself to be wherever you are right now. And if at any point what feels best in your body is to find a still and comfortable position, and if you haven't done so already, then you can make your way to that still and comfortable position whenever that feels like it's what you need. And if you're in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow the eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you just take a moment now to mark your arrival into your practice today and into your body today with a full and intentional cleansing breath. Calling in fresh new air into the body, watching as you fill up to every corner and edge of you, getting as full as you can. And holding that for a moment when you are full to experience what that feels like to be full of air. And letting it go slowly as you need to. Exhaling bit by bit as you gently pull the navel toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to push that last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here to now sit and experience this sense of emptiness in the body. As you allow your next breath to come to you as it's needed. And you can continue to breathe in this slow and exaggerated way for as long as it feels good and helpful to you. Not worrying about the actual length of your inhales, exhales, and pauses on either side, but just letting each of these 4 parts of your breath be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. Just consciously and intentionally slowing down the process of the breath. And therefore, communicating to our nervous system that right now is a time to slow down and to let go. And at any point, if you haven't already, you may release all guidance over your breath altogether and step into that role of the observer or the witness, and into that perspective where you are no longer guiding or influencing the breath in any way, but rather watching the fact that your body's breathing. Remembering how our bodies do breathe all on their own, even when you're in a deep state of sleep. Just like your beating heart and your functioning organs, everything in your body functions exactly as it should every single moment of your life to keep you alive. And this is without any of your direction, without any of your doing. Your body is constantly working hard for you, to support you, to keep you alive and aware. And this is a gift that comes included in these bodies and in this life that we so often forget about. Just the fact of our existence is in itself a gift and something to show gratitude for, something to remember is, in fact, a gift. Remembering that your existence is just as much of a miracle and force of nature as anything else that is of nature that you admire. Like the ocean, like mountains and the creatures outside and plants. Everything that is alive has this innate connection to whatever source or force allows everything to be alive, whatever you believe that to be. And just reminding yourself of the comfort that comes with the knowledge that energy cannot be created or destroyed. And you are energy. And you will never be destroyed. You are just like a wave. You are separate for a time period, and eventually you return to the ocean. And even when you appear to be separate, you are still innately connected to and a part of the vast ocean. And we are the same way. Throughout our lives, we will wax and wane in our feeling of that connection as we are meant to, just like the phases of the moon. The moon isn't always bright and whole and full. The moon also has phases where it's completely in the shadows or partially illuminated, partially in the shadows. And the moon isn't meant to escape those phase changes, and neither are we. And we can make the inevitable changes that we will all encounter a lot easier on us by not resisting them and by allowing them to occur, by allowing the next phase to come and the previous phase to leave. Reminding yourself that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you if you are in a darker phase of life right now. If you're experiencing any form of pain right now, it does not mean that you've done anything wrong. It does not mean you're off track or are being punished for anything. It simply means that you are alive. And we don't blame the moon when it's in the shadows, or we don't assume that there's anything wrong with the moon when it's not reflecting any light. And we also don't shame the trees when they shed their leaves, or assume that there's something wrong with them when the seasons change and their appearance changes. And so we do not need to shame ourselves or each other for our inevitable changes, because that is the only thing that we can all always count on. The only constant in this life is change. And so just taking a moment now to allow for a full-bodied exhale and feel all of the muscles across your entire body and face just ungrip from the bones. And even if it's just for a moment, allow your body to fully relax into this moment, into the support of the surface beneath you, and the trust of your own anatomy and gravity, holding everything where it needs to be. So you can continue to feel all that is here for you to feel. Continue to soften your body into whatever it is that you are feeling. As you listen to the following words written by young Pueblo in his book called Inward. And so you can allow anything at all that feels like it resonates with you to soak in deeper and just not worrying about the rest. Healing begins with acceptance and culminates in letting go. When a great misery occurs, it remains with us for as long as we hold on to it. Attachments form because of the energy we use to keep what happened, or the image of what we want to happen, locked away within our mind and body. This is the cause of tension in our being. When we hold on to these attachments, they travel with us as a burden, from our past to our present and into our future. They can even be passed on to our descendants long after we are gone. The miracle of healing ourselves is so powerful because in the movement of accepting and letting go, we relinquish the energy of the burden, not only in our present, but in our past and future as well. Imagine the timeline of your life. And now imagine that the burdens you carry are an extra layer on top of that line. And as we let go of our miseries, this extra layer becomes thinner and thinner. It will not change what happened, but the extra energy we carried because of these occurrences will no longer weigh down the timeline of our life. What happened, happened. But now these moments are no longer attachments of pain and sorrow. Now they are experiences we learn from, lessons that bring us into a present of greater freedom, happiness, and wisdom. A human is as deep as an ocean, yet most of us spend our lives only knowing the surface. When we decide to dive deep within ourselves, we set in motion the miracle of personal evolution. Though the pain once felt unbearable and everlasting, the peace I feel today is a testament to the heart's ability to heal. So you can take the next few moments to just allow each and every word that you've heard today and each and every feeling that you felt today to settle within you. And trusting that anything at all that you heard today that resonated with you in some way, just trusting that that feeling sometimes comes when we hear on the outside what a part of ourselves already knows to be true on the inside. And so allowing these truths to be enhanced within you so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own intuition and to trust your own instincts. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, you can let your hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you feel this contact of your palms and fingers to one another, and you let your heart lift toward your thumbs as your thumbs press back toward your heart. As you tune in to the steady rhythm of your own heartbeat, the steady background beat to every moment of your life. And you can take a final deep and full breath into the body, watching as you fill up to every corner and edge of you. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. As you take this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you.